So welcome back to another video of Robo CNC. I'm Marcel. So in an upcoming video I'm gonna build a bathroom vanity using concrete as a countertop sink. And since I wanna be a pro in that video, I'm gonna start small. I'm gonna try out some stuff with these products around me here. I bought myself some extruded foam, some beautiful concrete products and some sticky stuff. So let's tune in and go to the CNC machine. So this is the CNC router, and we're going to use the CNC router to machine out the mold that we're going to use for the casting. In this case we're going to use XPS foam, which is extruded polystyrene, and it's more dense than the commonly used expanded polystyrene. So smoother finish, that's at least what I hope. And if you do not have a CNC router and you want to have your shapes made by a computer controlled machine, well, you know how to find us. With the CNC router I made this hexagon shape as a base for the mold. I also made a small Robo CNC logo test piece, but the foam is not really suitable for such detail as you can see here. So let's see what's in mystery box number 1 from polyestershopper.nl. There's some 2-part rayon silicone rubber in the hardness Shore 40, some mixing beakers, mixing sticks, and a 2-part clear epoxy, also from the Rayon brand. I carefully measured out parts A and B of the clear epoxy and mixed them thoroughly for about 2 minutes. Because even though I use XPS foam, it's still not smooth enough to do silicone casting with. So I use a couple of coats of this clear epoxy to be able to sand the surface smooth. And as expected, the high details are not really feasible in this foam, so next time I will be using harder materials as such, like this version, a CNC machined out of black acrylic. So the molds are complete and boxed in with melamine. I sealed all the edges with hot glue, and now I'm ready to pour with silicone Shore 40 or 40 Shore from polyestershopper.nl. It's a 2-component silicone, and I'm going to degas it with a vacuum chamber. If you do not have this at home, no problem. You can really do it without vacuuming the silicone. But well, I have it on hand, so I'm going to use it. First I need to know how much silicone I need, so I'm going to use a cool trick. I really don't want to throw away too much of the silicone rubber, so with the rise I basically can find out the volumetric amount of rubber that I need to mix. And no rise was harmed during this video. silicone molds are ready. Now it's time for some concrete. High Design Holland specializes in these mixes of GFRC concrete mixes. They sent out this package to me with some sanding blocks, and let's see what's inside the mystery box. Couple of magic towels for the lady. Some silicone, coloring, pigment, the magic glass fiber, acrylic polymer for design concrete, HDH cure, a plasticizer, something to impregnate the concrete with, some sanding pads, not sure what this is, I think mold release, some screws, and this is what I'm gonna do next, some reading. So first off, this is not going to be a full tutorial. I'm making mistakes here and I'm learning myself. So, although it might not be needed on silicone, I'm using the mold release here to make the concrete removal more easy. And now for some real magic. HDH Cure. This is an acrylic polymer that keeps the water inside the mix while curing, and it also helps reduce shrinkage. The HDH Super Plasticizer is a high range water reducer for making a high strength GFRC concrete. It also makes it more easy to level the concrete in the mold, and it helps to distribute the pigment more evenly. Now add some water and stir it all up for a few minutes. This is the Portland cement. I chose the grey one, but you can also find it in white. Of course, concrete needs some sand and some glass fibers to reinforce the concrete, which makes it GFRC. Some black pigment. So on the website of High Design Holland you can find an easy calculator sheet to find out the correct mix. But again, I'm here to learn for the next project. So in this experiment I've used very wet mixes and very dry mixes. And also I've been playing with the pigment ratio. So as you can see right here, this is a very wet mix, and that would make the concrete much more weak. But on the other hand, you can also pour it much more easily, and it will hold a lot of fine details if you want to. Using a sander on the side of the mold, I get rid of the bubbles. And after 48 hours it's time to demold. And if you're lazy like me, then you will see that if you don't sand your mold perfectly flat, you will get the result back in your concrete. But the good thing is that those amazing details that can be captured in this GFRC concrete, well, that's if you have a detailed logo like this, the Robo CNC logo. Have a look, guys. This is concrete, come on. How is this even possible? So the last step is the HDH Impregnate, which is a 100% nature product based on beeswax. It makes the color more intense and also protects the concrete against moist and dirt. So using some reindeer moss and some hot glue, I think we have some really cool wall art. Thank you Polyester Shoppe and HDH Holland for supplying some real cool products. And if you liked the video, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're not, or check out these videos.